Greetings, ladies and gentlemen. It's Racket here, and we are casting another scrim for Server 76. And, yeah, let's get underway. So, French Toast Mafia versus Tiltmode. Now, we've seen a bit of action from these guys in the past. Feel free to visit the past broadcasts and investigate their play as well. Now, these teams have been quite active in the scrimming community. Tiltmode a little more new than French Toast Mafia, but you know, side to side these rosters have seen a little bit, and Tiltmode have been changing rosters quite often though, from what I've heard recently, so we'll see how that holds to prove in terms of their synergistic game. But yeah, ladies and gentlemen, let's get underway. We have French Toast Mafia up here and they're on the high ground. See how that works out. Often see teams do this with the Reinhardt shield, obviously deflecting a lot of the damage, and some teams go Severin, but this is alright as well. Bastion on the payload, I didn't even see this. So Tiltmode, are they looking to tilt mode the enemy team with that Bastion on the payload? The Reinhardt shield is down, but it goes back on and doing a lot of damage there. Also has a gold Bastion gun. My god, you are quite a unique human being. But kills are happening, things are happening. This Bastion is going ham. Speaking of ham, the Reinhardt's trying to hammer him down, but unfortunately for the Reinhardt, the Bastion, his metal's too strong. It's made out of adamantium. So, Bizarex, he is demolishing French Toast Mafia with this Bastion, and understandably, that's a very good hook as well. We don't see Bastion too often, but on his payloads maps, he can make some appearances because he's very cheesy and he can often take these teams off guard. I'm not going to hit my head on the barrier here. Don't want the camera to break. But, you know, Carpe Diem. Sorry, not that was the previous cast. French Toast Mafia, they're looking to reset here. Not taking the high ground, obviously, because they didn't have that much time. They'll be looking for that Roadhog hook with that Discord up to make a pick, but Jaws ends up getting the first one off. And it's a very good opportunity for Tiltmode to engage here. Getting that D.Va ult with the nano boost, and you know, they're just steamrolling here. Tiltmode are really going in for the kill, and once again, very quick kills. This Bastion is eliminating them very quickly. What I'd love to see from the French Toast Mafia squad, we're already seeing that tin comp adapt with this Genji, but when that Bastion is exposed, put that and a sleep grenade right on top of him, combo it with the Discord and the Soldier 76 Helix rockets, and you can eliminate Bastion so quickly. Speaking of eliminating so quickly, the Roadhog hook does come out. Self-destruct sequence at the back. It ends up getting Diana. Break it down, says Lucia. Ends up not getting too much done with the shield, and the Roadhog hook does come out. That's a beautiful Earth Shatter from Chaotic. Attempting to charge straight after it, but does miss it. And Squeezy is discorded as well. Coupon responds with his own Earth Shatter. Doesn't get anything there. And he charges at the wall. He's like, damn you! I wanted my Earth Shatter to hit. And, yeah, we're now seeing a full reset from both teams. This Bastion, normally after the momentum shifts and we don't see him on the payload anymore, it's very difficult for the Bastion to, you know, gain all this momentum, but we'll see how much, you know, French Toast Mafia can adapt to the pick. There we go, we get the Bastion off straight away, and this is when we'd be looking for the Bastion and saying, you know, perhaps this isn't the right pick at the moment, we don't have the payload, and we can't immediately put him on there and slap him on with the Reinhardt shield. And they realise that. Resurrex is now on the McCree. Nice hook onto the Soldier. He's going to go down. Gibraltar gets hooked in. Doesn't mean anything. Good sleep there from Ana. Gets comboed in with this Roadhog ult with a nano boost as well. And just running through there. Jaws. We need to play the Jaws music. Dun, 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 and he goes through. I think it's a double kill of his own. Yep. Andrews around the corner here on the Zenyatta, trying to get a pick perhaps, but only two supports on the point at the moment. Tanks are following up. Dragon becomes me. The Genji ult nano boost does come out though. Hart ends up getting a triple kill, and wow, that is a way to turn back the 1v1 in the backline here as well. Genji versus McCree. Decides to back off there, and that's one way to turn a point. I mean, nano boosted Genji blade, it's a very good combo. Underestimated a lot, and it cuts through these team comps. Often when you see a nano boosted Ana blade, it allows Genji to cut through these tanks, and that's why it's a decent combo, because you know, you can couple it together, and he's a real big threat to the backline, and there's not much to really counter him besides the crowd control abilities, and it's very difficult. And the self-destruct sequence does come out here. Andrews ends up dodging it. Chaotic is like, man, this is chaotic, I'm going to try and charge the D.Va. Roadhog Hook does come out, ends up getting Nick B1, and Roadhog ult does come out. This is going to shred the Reinhardt shield, the high noon, for the combo after shredding the shield. Very interesting moment. We're using these ultimates very quickly, and tilt mode. We're going to be looking for this Earth Shatter, and that's a beautiful one. That's a 2-man Earth Shatter in conjunction with that big Ana grenade as well. Nano Boost is placed onto the Roadhog. It is on Jaws at the moment, and they end up getting the point. Whew, I feel like I'm rapping with the... Well, we're going to take a sip of my drink after that. So, tilt mode. That Reinhardt Earth Shatter at the end was crucial, and the fact they paired that up with the anti-heal was, you know, outstanding. It allowed no retaliation from French Toast Mafia because the anti-heal was just such a strong tool. Because once you land that CC ability, you get the guaranteed anti-heal, and it's a very good way for the Lucios and the, you know, Yus and Yadas to be neutralized in these fights, and we'll be seeing that a lot more often. These comboed nano boosts and these nano visors. Nano's just broken at the moment, let's be honest. But sorry, I'm an anime, so I had to go on a little bit of a side rant. But yeah. So what's gonna happen here? So French Toast, what are they going to plan to do here? So let's go into their base. Sneakily go into their base. Let's look at their team comp. Reinhardt saying, "Get behind me." He's eager to get out there, lads. But yeah, we're obviously going to see. Sorry about that. Now, the Reinhardt's obviously a staple pick. What's interesting when we see so far, French Toast Mafia from the comp that we're seeing right now don't have a Lucio. Now, the Lucio AoE healing is very useful in a lot of these comps. You know, if they, for example, if tilt mode have a good backline pressure comp, if we see the D.Va or the Reinhardt come in with the Lucio speed boost, without the opposition having the speed boost to disengage for themselves, it's very hard to press back, and having that additional defensive ultimate is really good. Mercy's a bit more unreliable in that sense, but she can get you the big hero play, and she can sort of win the game by herself if she does get that miracle res. But other from that, you know, Mercy doesn't see as much value as Lucio, because it's generally more optimal and reliable in most situations. And seeing now, French Toast Mafia going into that small room on the left, end up pushing the payload, slow push at the moment, and the high ground that's taken by tilt mode. Good pick there from Panda onto the opposing Ana, and we're already seeing that tilt mode getting a few picks of their own, postponing this payload push. They are positioning rather aggressively now, since they, you know, got that pick, and they're now forwarding onto the point. Very good Roadhog hook there from Nick B1. Anti-heal though, so that's going to postpone their own push. From these Ana anti-heals have been really good from both sides of the squad here. It's a nice hook there from Roadhog. Counter hook by Jaws. And Jaws, he needs to have the theme song. Come on, every time he gets the hook, we need to play the Jaws theme song, because this guy is hunting everyone down with that Roadhog hook, and that's a very good Reinhardt charge actually from Mojo Flow, getting that mojo. And I should really stop with these puns, shouldn't I? But Chaotic is being quite chaotic at the moment. They're running the Pharah Mercy combo. I just realised that. I should probably look at that. And excuse me. The Nano Boost is applied onto the Roadhog. After this fight, I'm going to explain a few team comps, but sorry, not a few team comps. I'm going to explain the team comps. But as of now, this is pretty much going to be a good push here from tilt mode. And they have the point. They have the point. Right, so what exactly happened there? So French Toast getting a good push there. It's a nice hook there from Nick B1 as well. And their team comp probably surprised tilt mode. The D.Va ult does come out as well. To be honest, the French Toast Mafia, the team comp doesn't seem well-rounded. You have no reliable hit scan. The Reaper's very short-ranged, and the Pharah Mercy is good, but I don't think it should be paired up with a Reaper. Maybe go for another DPS, like a Soldier, a hit scan one that's a bit more, you know, reliable in these long range skirmishes rather than having these two burst heroes. You want that more consistent damage, and the hook does come out from Jaws once again, getting a very good pick off at the beginning of a fight. The Earthshatter doesn't get too much there from Mojo Flow, and the re-engage with the Earthshatter in conjunction with this Roadhog ult. And Tiltmode managed to hold up the Carpe Diem squad. Sorry, it's the French Toast Mafia. See, I should do 2 casts in a row. It just confuses the hell out of me. I'm so sorry. But that's alright, because look at this. They're going through bottom route now. Tactical Visor is activated. So on the top ground, seeing this soldier very aggressively, actually, he's jumping on from the back, and the self-destruct sequence does get plopped over, lobbed over their heads through the other side, but didn't really do that much. So we'll be looking to see a push here, and we'll see what happens. And the Pharah ult is up in conjunction with the Nano Boost, so maybe we'll see a combo there, see if we can get a good flank off. And also to note, the Reaper has the ult as well, so we'll be looking for that. Nano Boost has been applied onto the Reaper, he gets a double kill on the backline, getting the Reinhardt and the Ana, and he's going ham. And the Nano Boost Reaper, we often don't see that combo much anymore, and it's very weird to see the combo in this team comp be run as well, because don't forget that French Toast Mafia, they don't have the Lucio. If you were to run, you know, this team comp with the Beyblade sort of composition, having a Lucio would be pretty much necessary, because you want that movement speed buff to sort of be like a niche Ana boost before it was nerfed. And we're now seeing the pushback from the Tiltmode squad, obviously because of the tempo that was generated in the previous fight. They haven't managed to carry it over the French Toast Mafia, but they do have a few ultimates up of their own, and the Mercy Res hasn't proved to be that useful yet. Haven't seen any, you know, godlike reses. Everyone's suicide. We get the ultimate value, and you know, once again, Tiltmode have that Reinhardt ult available with that Roadhog. They used it the last fight to clear him well, and we'll see what happens here. We'll be looking for that Pharah flank with the Mercy, see if we can get the damage boost off, and mixed combo when the Tiltmode are using it. You go behind them, see if you can get a distraction on the front line and get a lot of value off the ultimate, but that's a very big Reinhardt Earthshatter. The Mercy's hiding from the side. She's going to get a good value res here. That's a 3-man or 4-man res. Kana Earthshatter does come out as well. And High Noon from the back is placed. And this fight is going frantic. And the Mercy res does pull up to have a good amount of value in its place. Reinhardt is just trying to kill everyone down there. But, you know, a very wild situation. A team wipe ended up happening with that Diva Reinhardt combo, and I can understand the logic behind it. We've been seeing a lot of these big combos with the Divas and the Reinhardts, you know, obviously team wipe worthy, and you just tell the Mercy, right, stay on the side, don't bother grouping up with our team. Once they get that combo off, they have nothing left, so you get the big res off. So I can sort of understand the concept, but, you know, you could also flip the coin and say, with the current meta at the moment, you're going to be seeing a lot of nano visors, and it's a very easy way to lock onto the Mercy, shut her down. But let's talk about the actual match of what's happening right now. French Toast Mafia, they're now pushing in once again. Now, Tiltmode have a better time, so French Toast Mafia will be looking to push reasonably quick here. They haven't used the Pharah ult this whole match, so they've been hiding it, and we'll be looking for a flank from behind, and pushes the McCree down as well. Very good push there from Chaotic, and ends up getting hooked as well. Jaws. Dun-dun, dun-dun. Once again, beautiful hook there. And Tiltmode managed to recuperate after that fight. End up getting, you know, a very good result. Chaotic ended up getting hooked with his ult, and maybe that's why he was so scared for being a bit sort of stingy with the ultimate. Chaotic was probably scared of that Roadhog hook. It's a very easy way to answer the Pharah. It's probably one of the reasons why Pharah isn't played that much, because Roadhog's pretty much seen every game, and you just wait for the Pharah to use her ult, just plop down the hook, one-shotter. But now we're seeing French Toast, slow push. Watchpoint has the Earthshatter advantage. Very good Earthshatter onto 2 people. Self-destruct sequence does get activated onto the point. The D4 doesn't get anyone though. Jaws ends up activating through the backline, double kill of his own. This guy is on fire. In conjunction, the tank players for Tiltmode are really performing here. Watchpoint getting some really crucial Earthshatters in this fight. ends up getting the ultimates, you know, a bit more quicker than Mojo. That's a very good snipe as well into the Mercy. So once again, Tiltmode, they're looking comfortable here. They'll be looking to win the map from here, and it's looking reasonably good for them. But, you know, French Test Mafia, they have the old advantage. Look to send Nick B one of that nano boost combo and say, everyone, let's go on to the point now because we want to get a good Mercy result and hopefully dedicate a lot of their resources, get the Mercy res off so we get a lot of tempo in these fights. Nano boost is administered. You have the Reinhardt ult placed, and that's a very good counter Reinhardt ult there from Cip1 onto the nano boosted Roadhog, and that's negated a lot of it, but that's a fantastic Reaper ult into the backline. But Resurrection does come up as well, so this isn't looking too good for Tiltmode. Very good comeback there from French Toast Mafia. Chaotic has his ult as well, so he'll be looking to jump on top of the spawn. What's he going to do here? This is going to be highly reliant on it as well. D.Va makes sure to put a lot of pressure on the Pharah too there, and it's really helped out into delaying the inevitable with this Pharah ult. What's going to happen here? Bracket Barrage incoming, getting a double kill on both of the supports. It's a really good ult from Pharah. Self-destruct sequence does come out, the default defensive one, getting a double kill onto the Pharah and the Mercy. And Tiltmode might have done it with that beautiful default. Very well placement. It's very hard to get rid of. Or, oh, no, they haven't. That doesn't matter, but everyone is coming in at once, and that's a fantastic Earth Shatter. What a way to do it. Mojo Flow, good job there, buddy. That was outstanding. But it's not done yet. Everyone is just coming in one by one. Mojo Flow is getting pushed off the point. He's nano boosted, and that's a fantastic charge on the jaws. And everything is just going pear-shaped. This is skirmishing galore. I don't even know what to say anymore. Everyone's fighting onto the point. Very prolonged fight here. We'll be looking for a lot of Pharah Mercy value. It's very hard for Pharah to get touched in this situation. And French Toast Mafia end up getting the point. That's definitely a very frantic place to cast at, because everyone was just jogging in one by one. You saw both teams delayed and staggered their spawns through different picks, with this Pharah getting a double kill at the beginning, a good Roadhog hook from Jaws at the start of the fight as well. So it was just a mishmash of scattered spawn times, and you know what? The French Toast Mafia ended up getting the better draw, but in saying that, Tiltmode have a much better time. They have 3 more minutes and 13 seconds to work with, so this is basically all eyes on Tiltmode to see if they can perform up to the standards that they've set recently. They don't choke this, and in terms of the attacking squad, French Toast Mafia need to step it up there. Bringing out the Genji once again. WJ Hart has done a good job. Previously, he ended up getting a good nano boost combo with dual shotgun that Ana, and we'll be looking for that combo throughout this match because it's been doing well previously. And one thing that a lot of Ana players don't realize as well, you can nano boost the Pharah up in the air. It's not the best decision, but it's often quite cheesy. A lot of teamers can be put off guard. The resistance that it's granted can often give an advantage for an otherwise weak Pharah in the sky, but of course the Roadhog hook can counter it and use the crowd control. But yeah, we are now forwarding on, ladies and gentlemen. French Toast Mafia is pushing, and they're running with the Pharah again. They're looking for this Pharah Mercy combo, they said, and it was reasonably successful last round, and hopefully Tiltmode won't have the picks to adapt to it, and they only really have the Soldier. The D.Va can provide a lot of pressure as well, but we'll see how Tiltmode can deal with it. And that's a aggressive charge there. End up getting punished through the wall, and there's a fight skirmishing on the side here. Mojo Flay ends up getting the kill on Mode, and then Lucio finishes it off, and this fight has been finished. Right, so Tiltmode have won the fight. We'll be looking at ult charges here. From what you can see, Tiltmode will be looking for that Earth Shatter, and a very good Earth Shatter advantage there as well. You know, nearly 40%. That engaged tool. Ana getting a double kill. Please, let me see an Ana play of the game. Nano boost that's administered onto the Roadhog. Probably the wrong target, but the hook does come out as well. End up doing a lot of damage into the Reinhardt, so maybe it was intentional. But they got the nano boost out in time, and that's going to be a very difficult place for for French Toast Mafia to really be happy with, you know. They did reasonably well, but Tiltmode are really the favourites in this situation. It's not really that much of a hard place to push. In saying that, you know, maybe it's a little bit fortunate that French Toast Mafia, they can defend on this little choke. It's not like they went over here on like a difficult scenario or situation, but you know, what would I do if I were in French Toast situation? I would say, you know, there's two philosophies, and this mainly relies on what the team morale is, what your overall team goal is. You can say we'll stick to our guns, we'll just practice what we know, or you could say we'll just go, you know, full cheese mode. We'll see if we can, you know, surprise the enemy team, and it looks like French Toast Mafia are going for the defense Genji, so in a sort of sense it's a bit like that, but they're going with the Zenyatta instead of the Ana as well. Dual Shock replacing the Ana onto that Zenyatta, and probably be looking at pocket WJ Hart. You know, we've seen him do a bit of work on that Genji. We'll look for that healing orb directly pocketing him, but you know, the Lucio AoE healing will be missed dearly, and it's going to be very difficult for them to disengage without the movement speed buff as well. But let's see what's happening here. The Widowmaker is picked off from the side of Tiltmode, and Miserex will be looking for a pick as well. They are slowly pushing Tiltmode, and they're onto the payload. Diva's up from the top and ends up getting a kill on the Genji very quickly. So this Widowmaker already working out very good strategy there, looking for the early pick, then forwarding onto the point, and it's really working out. It's a fantastic Ana anti-heal as well, absolutely brilliant. And now it's all in Tiltmode. Tiltmode are going to win this, I think. Yes, Tiltmode are going to win this. Alright. They end up doing it. So, what are we looking at from that match? You know, if you're French Toast Mafia, what can you capitalize on? I think you go for broke. I think Mercy is a reasonably good decision because she wasn't getting pressured too many times in this match. So you just say, we need to clear our win condition a bit better. We need to say everyone needs to go in at this time. Then we get the Mercy ult. We need to, you know, let's just say bait out a few ults. That way we have a better ult economy off it, since, you know, the Mercy res, they can use 2 ults, but with the Mercy res you use 1, so you get off in that advantage trade to that. And, you know, they just need to have that philosophy. If they're running the Mercy, I would prefer to see a Mercy Lucio, since Lucio covers the AoE healing, and of course it grants you this movement speed buff, which is very useful to Mercy in the first place to peel for her, and that secondary shielding with the ultimate can be so crucial with these fights. But, you know, that maybe doesn't facilitate their hero pool at the moment, or maybe they just don't want to run it, I don't know. But definitely an interesting match, and glad to see a bit of adaptation there.